Hello friends, this is Satwinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Real Estate. I am a licensed broker. So today I'll be sharing with you very important insight on a topic which is very important. What is the detail? What are the information? I'll be sharing everything with you. But before that, small request, if you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing. We tell you a lot of information about Canadian real estate. So please share this video with your friends and families so that they can also benefit. Without further delay, let's move on to an important topic which is about buy or rent. So buy or rent is always a question in the mind of people. Buy or rent is very important, and this is where the person need to take a decision, particularly when it comes to newcomers, new immigrants. So what is better for a new immigrant? Is it better to buy? Is it better to rent? That's a question which new immigrants are always puzzled with. So before you decide what is better for you, buying or renting, let us look at the pros and cons of both buying and renting. And then we'll come to a conclusion which is better for you. So buying or renting both have its own pros and cons. Let us start with the benefits of renting and then what are its drawbacks. Then we'll move on to the benefits of buying and then what are its drawbacks. Then we can reach on to a conclusion. So let's start with the renting pros, the benefits of renting. So renting, the one of the major benefit of renting is it improves your financial situation because you know what you are paying for a particular month. And you can, because a newcomer, when it comes to Canada, they have limited resources, they don't have the credit history, so they can build upon a credit history, they can save the money. That's also very important. This saving of the money they can pay towards their down payment and buy their house later on. So they can save the money because they know this is the fixed amount of rent they have to pay. So they can stay close to their workplace. So if you are, for example, if you are working in Toronto, so you can buy or rent. That's again a question. But if you are staying in Toronto, if you're working in Toronto, you can move close to Toronto and rent close to Toronto. So you don't have the transit issues. And cost of insurance also is very low as compared to when you buy. Renting has a very low, like tenant insurance is much cheaper as compared to any other insurance. So cost of insurance is also lower. These are few benefits. Let's move on to another set of benefits which renting comes with. So renting, another benefit of renting is that you can move quickly if needed. So there is not that much commitment in terms of renting. So you can move quickly from one address to another address. No worry about repairs. The cost of repair is borne by the landlord, so you don't have to worry about the repair cost. And property taxes. Property taxes, tenant doesn't need to pay the property taxes. So no worries on property taxes. There is fewer upfront cost. There is a upfront cost in even in renting also, because there could be a moving cost, there could be a cost which is um, you may have to pay any kind of security deposit also, but overall there is very few upfront cost when you compare with buying, because buying, the major upfront cost is your down payment. So very few upfront cost is there, and the costs are predictable. So that is the most important thing. You know what you are paying. So it's a predictable cost. So renting also comes with certain shortcomings, and these shortcomings are like lack of equity. That is a major shortcoming of renting. So the money which you pay towards the renting, um, it doesn't build your equity. That's the biggest shortcoming of renting. So there could be like the cost of services increases, there is an inflation cost, so rent also increases after a certain period of time. So if you are renting for 1 year, then after 1 year there is a revision of the rent also. So rent increase is also an issue. There are always restrictions which are associated with the renting. So if you want to change the color of the walls, you can't do that without the permission of the landlord. So it comes with restrictions. You can't remodel your kitchen. It comes with restrictions. And there are many policies like no pets policy. So many condos and many homeowners have this policy which is called no pets policy. So if you own a pet, then it is a big problem. Then it is also a drawback at the time of the renting. And major problem is frequent addresses changes. So you live here for 2 months, 4 months, then move to another address for 6 months. So this frequent address change is also a problem with renting. So these are the pros and cons of renting. Let us look at the pros and cons of buying. So when you are buying, the major benefit of buying is equity buildup. So over a period of time, the equity gets built. So you buy at something, and then you pay towards the mortgage over a period of time, your equity starts building up. Property value also increases. So you bought something at one price, and after 1 year, say you bought for 1 million, so after 1 year the cost of property is 1.5 million. So that increase in value of the property, it goes to you. So that is also a biggest benefit of buying the home. There is always a pride of ownership which is associated with the buying a home. So that you really enjoy when you buy the home. So you can transform the property, you can change the property, you can remodel the kitchen, you can change the color of the walls. You don't have to ask anyone because you are the owner. And there are tax benefits. So when you pay towards the property tax, you can claim that. When you pay towards the mortgage interest also you can claim. So these are the benefits of buying the home. Let us look at few more benefits. So the first time home buyers, when you buy the home for the very first time, it comes with a lot of benefits. There are many schemes which run at the federal level, many schemes which run at the provincial and city level also. So those you can benefit. And then also the banks also help you, particularly the first time home buyers. They have various kind of schemes which go on. So land transfer tax refund, that's another thing, which is when you buy the home for the first time, these refunds come to you. And here, the point number 8, it is particularly associated with if you are buying the new home, not the resale home. So new home, when you buy, you get a lot of builder incentives also. So if time be, someday I will also share with you the benefits of buying a resale home and the benefits of buying a new home. For now, yeah, builder incentives are there for when you buy the new home. And you have the HST, GST rebate, housing rebate is also there. So when you buy a new home, you have the HST rebates also. And you can participate at the federal level also, and at the city level, at the provincial level. A lot of programs run, and these programs help homeowners. These are energy saving programs or thermostat programs or whatever. There are a number of programs which keep coming. So you can participate in all these programs as a homeowner. And like anything else, this also comes with certain drawbacks. What are the drawbacks? So the major problem with buying the home is that you have to come up with a upfront cost. The upfront cost is the major share of that cost is the down payment. The down payment is a major issue, and arranging the down payment plus the closing cost, that is always a challenge. So large upfront costs, additional expenses could be moving expenses, could be repairs, or maybe changing some, remodeling something. So these are additional expenses. Home repairs are continuous. So anything broken, it comes to you. You may Either you change it yourself, DIY, or you get the repairs done from a handyman. So this is also a cost. Not easy to move. When you have purchased a home, you are kind of committed to it. You can't just move that in next 2 months. So that moving becomes a challenge. Whereas when you are renting, you don't have that commitment. You can move as, you know, very quickly as compared to um, buying a home. So lastly, market volatility. So market volatility is the biggest issue. The market, particularly now, so it changes, right? So when market changes, um, because major chunk of your investment is there in a house. So if, God forbids, if the cost, the purchase price you buy and the current cost of the house, if it decreases, then it is like the benefits, this is a drawback also. So market volatility can cost you, particularly if the housing prices are going down. So this is one of the cons. Now let us look at the best policy. In terms of the best policy, I would suggest it is always better for a homeowner, for a person, new immigrant particularly, to, before changing to a homeowner, they should rent. So they rent for at least 6 months to a year. So the benefits of renting are there, and they can build upon the equity. And then during that time when they're renting, they can understand the climate, they can understand the country, they can get used to the culture, and they can get used to the customs of that place. They know about the area and the community where they are planning to buy something. So so they are well acquainted with the area, they are well acquainted, they know where they are buying. So they can get used to the schools, the shopping areas, the malls, or the transportation in that area. And once they get used to, they can go ahead and make a purchase decision. So that is kind of a wise decision as compared to quickly jumping and buying something. So you have to see your affordability also. So the best thing is you rent for 6 months to 2 years, depending upon what kind of job you are doing, how much you are earning, if the both members, husband, wife, are earning. So all these factors depend how quickly you can move from renting to buying. But initially, I would definitely suggest you take time, you rent, so that you don't spend too much at the very start of your life here in Canada. So that is, in terms of the best policy, you need to better get a stable job. Once you have a stable job, you can save some money towards the down payment, you can build a credit, and then understand your needs. What exactly are your requirements? Understand what is your affordability. And plus, the most important thing, when you are spending 6 months to 1 year in that one place, you do your research, and as much research which you can do. Lastly, what I say is, all these factors one side, please work with the realtor, and he can help you to get the best what you need. So me or somebody else, you can work with any realtor, but better is to working with the realtor. So with that, once again, Sukhmani Real Estate, our office and email ID, phone number, everything is shared right here with you. Lastly, if you have still not subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.